Hello, my name is Boris Schmitt. I'm a doctor and pediatric cardiologist at the German Heart Center and the Charité University Medicine in Berlin. In 1989, I was in my hometown in Freiburg, and I was watching TV when the wall came down, and as I figured out later, I saw my future wife dancing on the wall that came down. So that was a surprise. Well, first I wanted to be a philosopher because I was fascinated by the universe and by small particles. Then at school I played theater and I wanted to become a director. And later I wanted to be an architect. I wanted to build something. Finally, I decided to be a pediatrician. And now, looking backwards, I find that I have a little bit of everything. I'm an architect who builds a heart valve. I am a director who directs a working group, and I'm kind of a philosopher who wants to bring that heart valve to all patients who need it. So a little bit of all wishes came through. My research breaks the wall of undertreatment of children with congenital heart valve defects. Imagine there are 1.35 million babies born worldwide with a congenital heart defect. 400,000 of them come with a congenital valve defect and need valve replacement urgently. But for none of them, there is a heart valve on the market yet. So we want to bring the solution of a baby, of a child heart valve to the market. We will produce a growing heart valve, which is implanted once and stays in for a lifetime, so that there's no resurgery needed. That's the wall that my research breaks, the undertreatment of children with congenital heart valve defects. The essential new finding of our research is that we have established a method to produce a heart valve from living tissue from the patient, him or herself. That means there's no rejection, there's no other tissue needed, there are no other materials needed. It's just his or her own material. And that has the ability to grow, to regenerate in the body and to stay there for a lifetime. Well, society will benefit on several levels. The patient will benefit because he only needs one heart valve replacement instead of 4 or 5 during his lifetime. He will have less operation risk, he will have less risk of infection and tissue rejection. On the other hand, hospitals and doctors will benefit from the research because they have a more effective treatment option at hand. They have less pressure on their beds and on their capacities. And third, the health system will benefit because we will reduce the costs for heart valve replacement by about 80% in children and about 50% in adults. So we will in sum spare, for example, the European Union about approximately 1 billion euros per year for heart valve replacement. Well, I asked myself, how can I achieve that this heart valve is affordable not only for children in developing and developed countries, but also for children in low and middle income countries? Because in low and middle income countries, there's a large number of patients that really need this kind of treatment. And this always comes back to money. How can we establish a system that gives us the financial support to bring that heart valve to the patients all over the world that need the product.